Hey everybody, this is Anna, and today we are going to make a 3-ingredient tomato sauce that you can prepare for the week and use it for pretty much everything. You can toss pasta in it, you can bake eggs in it, you can use it for lasagna or other applications. And we have Brian, Krishna, and Sudeep in the class, and maybe a few others will join or listen to the recording. And please interrupt me as I go, ask questions, and we'll have some downtime after the sauce actually gets on the stovetop, and I'm hoping we can try and tackle some questions like creative solutions for the pantry and freezer staples that you have and are kind of bored with. So here's my workstation. I live in San Francisco, so my apartment is small and my kitchen is simple. And what I love about this sauce is it's 3 ingredients, and it's things you have normally. So I'm starting with an onion, and I'm just going to cut it in half. So I like to cut off the ends first on both sides. So that's the top. This is the root end, and I just slice in half, as you can see, and take off the skin. And that is the most prep you're going to do for this recipe. And then I like this sauce the most with canned tomatoes, but everybody is working with different ingredients right now. I know everybody is kind of limited in what they can find at the store. So I'm putting these onions sort of cut side down in the pan. Can you see that? And then I'm going to open up, this is what I have. I have tomato sauce. Ideally, you want 28 ounce, like a large 28-ounce jar of tomatoes. But if you don't have that, you can use 2 of these. Since I live alone, actually, I'm going to take out half of this. I'm going to half the recipe for myself. But everybody else use the full onion. So I'm going to open my jar of tomatoes. Now, if you're using fresh tomatoes, Krishna, you said you're using fresh. You can, I would recommend actually cutting the tomatoes in quarters and taking out the seeds, because if you don't take out the seeds, the sauce will end up really liquidy.
Okay.
Do you have tomato paste by chance?
Yes.
So at the end of the cook, what you can do is add like a tablespoon at a time of the tomato paste, and that'll thicken it up. But
Okay.
I would just start with the tomatoes with the seeds removed. So I'm just adding this sauce directly to the pan. Hey, Sharon.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So you've joined just in time. We're assembling the sauce to put on the stove. So far I've cut an onion in half, and I'm halving the recipe because I live by myself. But since there are 2 of you, I would recommend using a full onion and a 28-ounce jar of tomatoes.
You're not cutting it? You're just cooking.
Oh yeah, I cut the onion in half like this.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you're going to, if you're making the full recipe, you'll use 5 tablespoons, which is almost, this is 2 sticks of butter. It's like almost a full stick of butter. And I promise you it is delicious and worth it. Don't worry about the calories, especially in a time like now. So I'm opening my package, and because I'm making a half, I'm only going to use like a little bit, like 2.5 tablespoons of butter. Now, Sharon, since you're vegan or anybody who's dairy-free, you can also use olive oil or any non-dairy butter. So here are my 3 ingredients. Super simple. This is going on the stovetop. Can you all see my stove?
How much butter do you say you put?
If you're making the full recipe, you're going to use 5 tablespoons. If you're halving it, if you only have a small jar of tomatoes, you'll do 2.5 tablespoons.
And if I'm doing fresh tomatoes, like what?
If you're
2 or
using
3
fresh
tomatoes.
can I see your pile of tomatoes?
Question. I gotta find it.
What pan are you using?
I'm using a saucepan. Can you see it?
Yeah, and why don't you chop the onion? You're
Sorry?
gonna chop it?
Say that again, Sharon?
So you're not cutting up the onion at all other than cutting it in half?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
So, Brian, I didn't see your tomatoes. How many? Oh, let me see.
Well, I have more. I don't
You have
know.
more? I would say, do you have 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, use 6 or so and make the full recipe. So 1 onion. And Sharon, to answer your question, basically what's going to happen is it'll take about 45 minutes for the sauce to cook. And it's kind of a very cool thing. The onion will break down and you'll kind of mash it. And it almost becomes like melted butter.
Oh, okay.
It's really soft. So it's just really effortless and kind of hands off. Just like a quick, like easy, unstressful tomato sauce.
Great. And did you say you put the tomatoes in and then you put the onion in? And that's that.
Tomatoes, onion, and butter all in one pot.
Okay. Oh God, it just splashed. Is that on video?
Be careful.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the.
No, I can't see it. You might have to move your
Okay, cool.
computer down. Oh, you got it on your shirt? Oh, yeah, definitely be careful. Not on your Impossible shirt. Get a Tide stick to that.
Yeah. I need to do an outfit change.
What butter or oil are you using, Sharon?
I use Natural Balance.
Oh, nice.
Is that what it's called? Earth Balance. Earth
Earth
Balance.
Balance, yeah.
Natural Balance is a dog food.
Yeah, that one's really good. I also really like Trader Joe's has a really good vegan butter too.
Miyoko one?
Yeah, Miyoko. Is that how you say it? Miyoko?
I think so. Yeah, I got her cookbook. She just released a new line of cheddar.
Ooh.
Did you hear about it? She was going to do a grilled cheese tour, but then they had to cancel it.
That's a shame. I'm gonna go buy it. I've been making quesadillas lately. I was thinking maybe next one we could do like quesadillas and grilled cheese, something like that. Like melted foods that are kind of
I just remembered now. So right before I moved, I learned how to make cheese from cashews, like by fermenting quinoa.
Whoa.
It's like takes 2 weeks, but like I got all the time in the world now.
Well, if you want to do a special edition vegan cooking class, I think we should go for it and try out some of these projects. Okay, how's everybody doing? Brian, do you have your everything together?
Yeah, I'm just bringing the butter. I have it.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. So just so y'all know, mine's on the stove. Oh, it's already boiling, so I'm gonna turn it down. And it's kind of splattery. I'm gonna put a top on it. If you have a really tall saucepan, you might not need to cover it, especially if you're using fresh tomatoes. I would actually recommend keeping the pot without a lid because you want some of that water to evaporate. But because I'm using a tomato sauce, it's already a little concentrated, so I'm gonna cover it just so it doesn't totally evaporate. And I also have, just so you all know, I have another large pot of boiling water. It's a little premature because the sauce does need 45 minutes-ish. So I would say you can get your pot of water prepared. It takes about 8 minutes to boil. So maybe around 5:45, you could start getting that pot of water for your pasta. So when y'all are typically making pasta, do you make homemade tomato sauce or do you usually just use a store-bought jarred sauce?
I usually just buy the store.
Yeah, just get the Trader Joe.
Trader Joe's. Yeah. So, I mean, those are fine. You'll just find, at least I find, that making your own sauce, especially like this, it tastes infinitely fresher. And when you try and go back to the jarred stuff, there's a difference, and you'll taste the difference, and it's a little disappointing. So I apologize in advance that like this might ruin your experience with jarred tomato sauce. But it's so easy. You'll find you can make this on a Sunday and it'll last you for a week. Or a few meals. I won't say a full week, especially if you're in a family.
This is my go-to one if I buy jarred.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Absolutely. I like that one too. Rouse. How has it been grocery shopping for everybody?
I live near a Sprouts. It's surprisingly not that crowded. Maybe it's because
Really?
Florida. Yeah, and you just have to go early in the morning, but it's not crowded. But the rest of the regular stores are. Costco and
Yeah,
stuff. Sprouts is okay.
that is lucky. It
Yeah.
is like, it's been pretty crazy in San Francisco.
Yeah, I usually go early in the morning, so it's easier. Like nobody is there like 8 o'clock.
Right.
We went first thing to Trader Joe's, but it was still like a 25-minute wait to get in.
It was a 20-minute wait.
Yeah, but like once you got in, it was fine.
Yeah,
Didn't have a line. That was at like 9 o'clock this morning.
right.
Got worse.
I'm having an all free. I don't know if y'all are having a drink tonight. This is a alcohol-free beer. Hi. Is that
Hello.
Danny?
Say hi. Say hi. Hi.
Hi.
He's looking.
How are you?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Are you helping making dinner?
Dinner's done. His tummy's full.
Got a friend over here that heard your voice and wants to say hello, Corey.
Oh, nice.
That
That is so cute. What's your dog's name again?
Doggy.
To the camera?
Doggy.
Okay, this is too tough.
She. Doggy.
It's over here, Ross. Oh, good boy.
What are you doing?
Sharon, what's your dog's name again?
Rory.
Rory.
Mm-hmm.
Dog. What dog doing? Woof, woof. You can't see.
Oh,
You see yourself? Oh.
See that?
Is Rory trying to go outside?
yes, I think this is his message. First. Rory, come here. Good boy.
Okay, sweet. How's Rory doing with the secure in place?
He's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, he always, we don't take him on as many adventures, which I think he misses.
Say that again?
We haven't been taking him, anywhere particularly fun. Like, on the weekends, we used to, go hiking or take him on, I don't know, something more exciting. But right now, he's just hanging out.
I can find.
The usual walk. He's ready for a walk now, you can tell.
Where's your husband?
He is here.
Hiding?
Now, we've been just trying to get some chores done, so I think he's finishing up. We cleaned our windows today.
Yeah, it looks super nice.
It's wonderful to have clean windows. We have not cleaned them since we moved in.
Do you live on the first floor? Or they cleaned from
No, we're on the second floor, but they actually come out. We learned that today, so you can take them out and clean them.
Dang.
Yeah.
Serious project.
Yeah, I don't have as long of arms, but I got to 2/3 of it. He got the top third.
So is your sauce on the stovetop? Are you all good?
Yeah, I'm on medium low right now, and it's bubbling a bit. So I was turning it down until it's just a very light simmer.
Mm-hmm. I might actually check on mine too. Might stir.
The butter melted.
Can you all see? I'm not sure because she can see.
Nana, do you live by yourself?
I do.
So how have you been doing? Lots of FaceTimes? I saw lots of workouts.
Yeah, I've been actually. It's really great. So my sister and my 3 nephews and her husband, they live in Dubai, and up until this week, it's been illegal to do video chatting. So for years, we haven't video chatted with them, and now we can, which is really great.
You know there are apps, right? Because my brother lives in Abu Dhabi. I grew up in Abu Dhabi, and they ban everything. But there's things like Bottom. They have,
Yeah,
but I think
we
recently.
tried so many things, and I guess like my brother-in-law is kind of doesn't want to pay for the VPN or
Right.
whatever it is because
Yeah,
it's unstable and
right.
it's like a lot of money and you just don't know.
Yeah. Right.
But
I think recently they've taken it out, right? Just because of COVID, I guess.
I'm hoping.
Why was it not allowed?
Sorry.
Why was it not allowed?
Just
Monopoly.
because there are things that it'll people will abuse it with things that are illegal for the country, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna go treat my shirt. I'll be back.
Okay. Does anyone want to tell me what they have stocked in their pantry and we can come up with some creative solutions? Sudhi, have you been living off of, oh yeah, here you go.
I did my grocery shopping today. I bought like $300 worth of stuff. My fridge is packed with everything. I bought like a lot of pasta. Vegetables wise, I probably need more advice.
Yeah.
Bought like, the usual veggies. I also bought like both marinara sauce and also Alfredo sauce, but I don't like any kind of store-bought marinara. I kind of like, that's why I kind of want to learn how
Yeah.
you do it, how you make the sauce.
Yeah, this one is probably the most basic. Yesterday I made one. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook. I usually post on whatever I'm making. So I made, I can't remember. Do you eat meat?
I do. I eat everything.
So I made a sauce, which is kind of a famous sauce that's really salty because I crave salty things. And it's called puttanesca. And what you do is saute garlic, some capers, and some what do you call it? Oh my gosh, what is that olive called? It's the one that's Greek. You know what I'm talking about? Kalamata olive. So, and anchovies. And you kind of saute that together, and then you add a jar of tomatoes and let that kind of simmer. And it's so good. And I added canned tuna to it for more protein.
Oh, wow.
Super
Yeah.
good.
Because I've been making like tuna salad, but what you described sounds way much better.
Yeah, I'm kind of super over tuna salad, but it's like, yeah, I have a lot of jars of tuna right now to go through.
I had like tuna salad every few days last week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to eat anymore tuna.
Right. I'm going to go to the store. Actually, I'm going to do kind of this kind of format with Google on Wednesday. And we're going to go over how to up your sandwich game. So awesome. I've been thinking about that, what I do. But you mentioned vegetables, so I'm going to go back to vegetables. So what did you buy at the store, vegetable-wise?
So for sandwich, I was thinking of like, I think you were mentioning like you wanted to make the next idea about some sandwich, like grilled cheese sandwich or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in that because I bought a bunch of bread and, I was thinking of just making PBJ.
Yeah.
Normal PBJ, but like I'd love to have some more sandwich ideas.
Definitely. So you said you do tuna and PBJ. Do you ever make a grilled cheese, or do you want to learn?
I want to learn.
Okay.
I made it before, but it was stupid. But I want to learn the best way to do it.
Oh yeah. I made these, so we can do grilled cheese, and we can also do like other grilled kind of panini-ish sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like we can make a dessert one too. At my last job, I made fluffernutter
Oh
grilled.
wow.
It wasn't a grilled cheese, but it was grilled fluffernutter. So that was peanut butter, marshmallow fluff, and chocolate chips. And it's
Oh.
so good. You can make it vegan really easily, Sharon. Actually, I like the vegan fluff the best because it's made with brown rice syrup. So it's like kind of healthy. But
Yeah.
usually
Yeah, I wanna make something fun with bread because I bought so much bread because I was craving for just a simple sandwich.
oh yeah.
And but the thing is that I don't want to buy like deli meat anymore right now.
Mhm.
So I ended up just buying like some strawberry jelly and all that other stuff and peanut butter. So I was thinking of just making that. But I want
Yeah. One of my favorite sandwiches, and actually it's good, it's a good way to get veggies in, and Sharon, I know you can speak to this. There's, if you use like an herbed cream cheese, that's really good on toast, and then you can do sliced veggies. So you can do like thinly sliced cucumber, tomato, avocado, lettuce. You can even put sunflower sprouts on it. That's really yummy. And Sharon loves the Kite Hill, right? It's Kite Hill cream cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Super good if you are vegan or dairy free. So that's an alternative to deli meats. And
I made a chickpea salad today. You made that before? Like mashing up chickpeas with pickles and peppers and green onion and so it's kind of like an egg salad, but like better.
what else do you put in it, Sharon?
Yeah, just pickles, red pepper, green onion, a little bit of vegan mayo, a little bit of brown spicy mustard, salt and pepper, dill, and mashed chickpeas. And I bought, since we're on video, I'll show you. I was making all of Rory's food from scratch for a while.
Whoa.
And he was allowed to have a vegetarian diet, and I bought this gigantic bag of lentils. I have 6 of them.
Oh my gosh.
When we moved, I ran out of time. So now I've got 3 of these bags left. So welcome, chickpea.
You want a dal? Yeah, so it's chickpea dal?
Yeah, it's the chena. It's an Indian chena dal. It's the white chickpea. So if you have to soak it and then you have to overnight and then you boil it, and it comes out pretty good. Or if you have the hot, what is that thing? The
Crock-pot.
no. The what is it called? Instapot. If you use the Instapot, you can do it quickly.
Is it like the lentil dal that kind of turns mushy when you cook it?
No, hold on, I'll show you.
This tastes just, I mean, they're chickpeas. They taste just like chickpeas without the shell, so they work great for making hummus.
Ooh.
The work has been done.
Ooh.
So, can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this.
Well, so those are just chickpeas.
Those are full ones. Mine are just split.
Okay. So the dry ones, you need to soak it.
Yeah, I think we should definitely do an Indian food
I
night.
would love to learn that.
I have a great cookbook.
And if you guys want, my wife can teach the paneer.
Sorry, Krisha?
No, if you want, my wife can teach the paneer.
Ooh, nice. Like paneer with spinach?
It's the paneer tikka, and it's a healthy one, not with the creamer and everything.
I would love to learn how to make that.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I wonder, Sharon, is there a vegan paneer, or would you just use tofu? I would probably just use tofu myself.
Like as like I don't know what paneer is. Is it like a curry?
It's like a hard cheese, right?
I think it's milk, this one. You might not be.
Yeah, if you needed milk in it, I'd probably just use almond milk. I use that to make queso. So that's probably good. Or blended cashews.
Yum. That sounds so good. This is a great cookbook, by the way. If y'all have an Instant Pot. Oh, is it backwards?
Oh, wow.
No, that's right.
This is like the best Indian
that's nice.
book I've found for Instant Pot.
Yeah, I have the regular Instapot cookbook, not the Indian one.
It's so good. The things out of it are so dang good, but it does require you to get like the legit spices. So
Does it have recipes for like biryani? That's like my favorite thing. You know, I'm not really. This is the first time doing anything in the kitchen. Pasta,
really?
Like, something's easy. Yeah, I'm trying to learn so I can help. Now with being here stuck with the MBA home,
I cook so less. Even Indian food I cook very less. Like my Instant Pot is like so underutilized. I've made maybe like total 5 dishes in the last 1 year.
Reveal. I guess you can't really see the lighting's really.
Is that a donut?
Yeah, I made chocolate donuts.
Wow.
We should definitely do baking. Ooh,
Yeah.
I want to learn how to make donuts.
You do need a pan, or you can use a cupcake tin, but it's not as fun.
Wow. To answer your question, who asked about biryani?
Well, I did. I was just curious.
Yeah, they have it. And actually, with this book, I don't know if y'all have done this in Instant Pot, but you can make the curry on the bottom and then put a trivet and then steam the rice on top in a separate little metal bowl. Oh. And it's super awesome.
I still don't have an Instant Pot, and now I feel like I don't have the space for it. Sell me on why I should have one. I have a slow cooker, and I've got like every other kitchen appliance.
Honestly, if you're not making a lot of if you're making a lot of stews and beans and like oatmeal, oatmeal that takes a long time to cook, then it's worth it. Because beans do take time to soak overnight and then cook on the stovetop. I mean, right now though, it doesn't really matter because you don't really need to think about time savings when you're just at home all day and you can throw on a pot of beans.
I mean, I put beans in the slow cooker, and put them in there with water and cook them on high for 8 hours. And
yeah,
that works.
And then that's it.
Perfect.
Then I can they're cooked and ready to be used. Normal things.
Sharon, for your salad, chickpea salad, can I substitute chickpeas with garbanzo beans?
That's the same thing, yeah. You absolutely can.
Ooh. So I'm putting, I don't know if y'all can see this, but I'm putting a little diffuser. This is like one of my favorite tools. I don't know if you can see how used it is. It's like a diffuser because my stove is really hot and the sauce is like very boily. So I just want to kind of slow down the cooking. But maybe I can show you. Ooh, it's definitely very bubbly. My onion is already pretty soft. How's everybody doing? How is your sauce? Have you checked it?
Onion's still pretty hard. Did you break up the pieces?
I got my sauce to a boil first. Did you boil?
Yeah, it's boiling.
And it's only been on the stove for 15 minutes, and the sauce takes 45. So
should I break up the onion pieces at least, or just?
You don't have to. It'll eventually get soft.
Okay. Obviously, I'm having a lot of issues with
Now, do you do the sauce like on medium or low medium or?
Yeah, you want it to be bubbling, but not like boiling, not a hard boil. So a few bubbles, like kind of slow bubbles.
I see.
What is everyone's looking like? Is it doing that?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, nice. Ooh, nice, Krishna. Wow. Nice. So that's a hard boil.
Okay, then I'll slow it down.
Yeah, slow it down.
Can you see it, or is it still really dark?
I can see.
Oh, yeah. No, that looks great. That looks great. I have that shirt too, Sharon, although mine has disappeared. I don't know where it is.
I stole it.
Brian, how is yours? If you dare, show us what's in your pot. I would love, actually, if everyone would take a picture of their finished result. I think it'd be really cute.
The onion is just the same. It's not.
Oh wait, where is your? Okay, interesting. You might need more tomatoes.
Oh yeah, more.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, spaghetti, or I have spaghetti, I have shells.
You can use whatever you like. I'm going to use spiral pasta. So everything works. Y'all might want to, at this point, get your water going. So I recommend a really large pot for pasta water. And don't salt it until it comes to a boil. Do y'all salt your pasta water usually?
Yes, but I saw in your video how much salt you put in, and I'm not doing it right if that's what you're supposed to be doing. I put like a pinch.
Yeah, so in culinary school, they'll tell you want to salt the water until it tastes like the ocean. So that means 1 tablespoon for every 4 cups of water. So if you have a super large pot, it'll probably fit 8 cups, in which case you want 2 tablespoons.
Does it matter if it's kosher salt or regular salt?
I like kosher salt, but if you have regular salt,
I have both.
Kosher salt is a tablespoon. If you have regular salt, it's less, like half a tablespoon.
Okay, threw it in.
But is your water boiling?
Oh, I'm not supposed to do it until the water boils?
Well, I don't know why, and maybe a scientist in our class can explain why, but it seems like water boils slower when you put salt in first. But if you wait until it comes to a boil, then it I don't know. I don't have an explanation. I could Google it, but I'm not going to.
I'll take the time.
This is really exciting. So everybody but Sudeep is cooking, but he's taking notes for maybe tomorrow's dinner.
Yeah, I'm taking notes because this is already a little too late for me for my dinner time.
Right.
So, but I'm going to learn how you guys make it so I can apply it tomorrow.
That's great. Oh yeah, Himalayan salt. Okay.
Yeah, have you guys used this? Do you consider this as a whole kosher, or what do you?
So Himalayan salt is that all you have, Krishna? Because it's like super nice salt. I would not that's all you have?
No, I have the regular salt as well.
Yeah, I would say Himalayan salt because it has all the minerals and stuff. That's something you want to use as a finishing salt. Or like with something you're not going to pour out because you want those minerals.
Okay.
But
just use the regular one.
So you have regular table salt?
Yes, I'll use that one.
I'd use and how big is your pot of water?
Oh, actually, what happened is they already put everything in there. My daughter was like, it's pretty big.
Your pasta's in there.
Yeah, so the water boiled and then she put the pasta in there.
Oh, okay, great. I'd put a teaspoon and a half of regular salt in there.
Okay.
It's okay, you can put it in there now. But definitely crank up the heat on that. You want your pasta to be dancing in that water.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, I see me more clearly with normal light.
Brian, how's your water situation?
Oh, I'm gonna get that started. I haven't started. I was just putting it.
Hi.
What's up?
He's going to walk to the puppy. The pup was getting very desperate.
Oh, I bet. Dogs know when it's 5 o'clock. They're ready to go.
Yes.
Sharon, have you ever at Trader Joe's? I would actually love, maybe for one of these sessions, we could share what we like our grocery haul, maybe even now. Because I bet you have, I want to buy, one of my friends shared the soy chorizo from Trader Joe's.
Yeah, that's really good.
And the vegan queso dip, the cashew.
Yeah, I like mine better.
You like yours better. She says she combines those two things together on the stovetop. Ooh. Oh yeah, let's take yours the best.
The queso recipe here is so easy, and to me it tastes way better than anything I've had see. Oh, and I just made earlier this week. This is
Oh, wow.
this burrito with these potatoes turned out great. It was just like quartered potatoes with red onion, and then I have rice and beans and salsa and guac.
That looks amazing. Do you need to like meal prep all the stuff in advance?
No, I kind of just do it at night. I mean, we've had like the week off. So did you guys do schoolwork? I did not.
No, but I got it. Are y'all doing Ullman's class? What?
No, I'm not. I kind of am considering like, maybe I should take it, but I'm taking the business analysis class. Are you taking it?
I was, and then I was thinking about it, and I thought, I need a little bit of a breather. If we're gonna do finance, I just need like a little oh, what's that?
Spinach artichoke dip. This is amazing.
I think Sharon, you're gonna help us come up with some really good themes, like a whole class on dips.
Okay, this is the queso
Would
recipe.
you send me a picture of the recipe and text it to me? I'll add it, or add it to the chat.
Okay. It's the queso is great. It starts with butter and garlic, and you make a roux with a 1/4 cup of flour. Then you add almond milk to it, and then I use my Vitamix and throw in nutritional yeast, sea salt, and I kind of don't follow the rest of the recipe. But because I like my queso just like plain, this one calls for cumin and chili powder, and I just like a plain.
Yeah, do you ever put Rotel tomatoes?
I haven't. I think that's a suggestion on here though, but I haven't. That's a very Texas thing, isn't it?
I'll share my vegan queso dip recipe.
Yes, I love that.
It calls for cashews, and you
Okay.
put it in the Vitamix, and then you put it over the stovetop, and you kind of stir in. It also has nutritional yeast, and then you stir in the Rotel tomatoes. Which
The one I used to make had cashews in it, but this one doesn't. It's just flour, and I feel like it tastes really good too. So I like this. It's not having to do the cashew thing. This one's pretty easy. Like I'll make it on a weeknight because it takes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to do the roux, and then blend it in the Vitamix and then warm it up. Very easy.
yummy.
But yeah, I had a really good cashew one. I haven't made that one in so long since I got this recipe because it's less work. Once you bring the cashews, it's easy, but
Yeah, you cook so much. It'd be really fun to get some of your staple recipes.
I would love to. And I would love you to show me. I would love to learn how to make sauces. So that's why like this thing is perfect because I don't know how to make many sauces from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Curries are good too.
I don't know how to make curries really. Like I follow recipes from Minimalist Baker, but I don't think that's the real thing.
Yeah.
I would love to learn how to make chili oil. How do you make chili oil?
Oh yeah, that's easy. Actually, that has like an Indian background too.
Do you make it or can you buy it? Is there a good brand? Because
Yes, I'll show you right now.
we're talking like the oil, right?
This is my absolute favorite one. It's called Chili Crunch.
Where's that
You can buy this at most grocery stores.
No, you cannot. Maybe in San Francisco, but I've been thinking every time I go to like all my different grocery stores, I can't find it.
Maybe you can get it on Amazon. This is the best stuff. I don't know if you can you see?
Yeah, can I see inside the jar? Oh, wait. Yeah. Show me the side.
So, can you see the oil? So
What I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it is the best. I love this. You can put it on everything. It has these crunchy garlic bits and then like chili. So it's like spicy, garlicky amazingness, and you can like roast vegetables with it or drizzle it over eggs or I guess, beans.
Okay. It's showing us $19 on Amazon.
I don't think it's that expensive.
Yeah, I was thinking it should be like most like $8 or $10.
It might be like $6 most.
So I need to check another grocery store
Yeah, but honestly, if you tell any grocery store, they'll totally curate. I mean, this is Trader Joe's does have an onion crunch. It's not as good, but
Yeah.
it'll seed through.
I want the real stuff. There's a dumpling place in Houston that I loved, and they made great.
If you go to an Indian store, you can definitely get it. Like there's a lot of. I mean, we went to a dosa place when we came in LA near our college. So there was an Indian store. So if you go there, you'll definitely get that. The chili.
Where do you get dosas here?
Oh, I'll let you know. Upal took us. He lived here in LA. So Josh, me, Upal. So we all went. It was so awesome. That was a nice.
Wait, where was the invite? Excuse me.
No, it was during the class time. I think we sent an invite, but it was late. Everybody was tired. It was for the elective, right? So Saturday night we went, and then Sunday we had the elective.
I think we need to start going out maybe on Saturday nights and trying out. Like, I have a Thai restaurant in LA that's so good.
Yes, I would love that.
We should just go and explore.
I've been suggesting that idea to our class social reps for since fall, because I basically told them look, I come from all the way from East Coast. What I would love to do is pick a restaurant in LA, because LA is famous for food, and I just want to go there and try every food. I want to.
Totally.
I'm so sick of Luskin. I want to, either Korean barbecue or a Thai restaurant or authentic Mexican restaurant. I want to just try out different culinary experience in LA.
Yeah, we're getting some local folks moving to our cohort. So like Manny and several others are coming in. So they might help us find the places, because we are just there once a month and leave.
Yeah.
So the local folks know more.
I went to, you might have heard of it, Anna, Crossroads.
Oh, yeah.
From Crossroads yesterday for the first time, and you'll love this, but it's also very embarrassing. So I've never been. I've always wanted to go, but I always go to Nick's, and I don't think they have an outdoor patio. So basically, I don't go because I can't take my dog. And I went to get takeout, and Tal Ronan was sitting inside of the restaurant, and I was too scared to say anything. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's him. I'm pretty sure this is for the restaurant.
So nice. So he went to the culinary school.
I was so nervous. I couldn't do anything, so I just missed opportunity.
He went to my culinary school. He's incredible and super friendly, so you should next time absolutely say hi. He's
just what do you say to a chef? It's like, thanks for having your great restaurant, and
you could say, I always ask specific questions, like, I loved that vinaigrette. Actually, his vinaigrette is probably my favorite. I hate salad, honestly. Salad is whatever kind of food for me.
It's on the little gem salad. Dressing? Or was it?
I'll send y'all a link. It's the best salad dressing in the world, I'm convinced. He uses pomegranate molasses and lemon, parsley, mint, olive oil, shallot. It is so good. Pomegranate molasses, if you don't have that, it's a Middle Eastern sort of staple. It makes things sweet and tart and kind of, even thinking about it, I'm like, ooh, what can I put on pomegranate?
That sounds great.
It's so good.
So they're doing a take and cook or whatever. So I got Impossible dumplings. Or no, wontons.
Oh my gosh, yum.
Little beef cubes in the thing, but then they had the most delicious chili oil, and that's what brings me back to I don't know where it's coming from. Everyone seems to have it, but I can't find it anymore.
You could also just do you could do sesame or peanut oil. If it's Asian food, peanut or sesame is really good with chili flakes.
Cook it myself?
Yeah, just on your stove for a very short period. You might even be able to microwave it, to be honest. Ooh, is that a good idea?
I don't know if you want to microwave oil.
Just be careful, because it gets hot, and hot oil is super, super dangerous.
So I got takeout from Crossroads. I got takeout from Satya Plant-Based Thai on Lincoln Boulevard down over here. It's all plant-based. It's all Thai food. And I got beet-dyed rice noodles.
Yum.
And then I went to Matthew Kenny's Deli this morning and got bagel and lox, where they do the smoked carrots. And I got this, like, I don't know what type of mushroom it is. Might be oyster.
Sharon, you're living your best life right now.
Trying to support local restaurants as much as I can. I'm like kind of blowing my grocery and restaurant budget, but I feel like now is the time to do this to support them. So,
Wow, like nothing is open in San Francisco.
not the restaurants aren't either.
Very few.
Yeah. Like Nick's closed this past week. They were doing takeout for a while, but I didn't want to drive during the week. So it's kind of been like last weekend, I think we went somewhere too. But I want to go back to Pura Vida. Have you been there yet? The Italian restaurant?
No.
It's on, it's all plant-based by this woman who's, I think, Italian or studied in Italy or whatever. Anyway, the food is amazing. Like, excellent. We went there for New Year's Eve. She's doing takeout too, but that should be on our list. We should be creating a list like, hey, like, here's 2 or 3 restaurants to go to this week. Like,
Totally.
tonight, like, whoever wants to go, let's do it.
I love that idea. And I think they probably need several because they're, you want like smallish groups, like less than 10.
Yeah. For sure, Pura Vida is tiny, so it's like not a place I think people want to bring a group more than like 6 or 8.
Yeah. I'm putting my pasta in. I'm gonna check on my sauce. I'm thinking it's probably nearing. How's everybody's sauce going?
Didn't help it. I broke up the onion in the pot.
How's your onion?
It's soft, but it's not melted yet.
It's not melting.
It's softening though a lot. I'm breaking it up.
My onion is pretty soft. Now, here's the thing. Marcella says you can take out the onion and like discard it. That's what her recipe calls for, but I'm like, the onion is so good and sweet. So I don't discard it in my sauce, but you can choose. Like if you're someone who's like, I'm not really into onion, that's cool. But if you are, you can either blend the sauce in a blender or you can just use, basically just chop up the tomato.
So put it in the blender?
You can put the sauce in the blender and like whirl it all up together and create a smooth sauce, or you can just I'm using a wooden utensil and just mashing.
Bring it up. Yeah. Okay, mine's not tender enough to break up, so I'll wait a little longer.
Yeah, mine could probably go for a little longer. So my sauce has been in here almost 45 minutes. So I think, and this is also, I'm experimenting with this different tomato sauce, but I think with jarred tomatoes with more water concentration.
What did you use? What type of tomato?
I'll show you. This is what, I don't know why I bought these, but
Your Glen, those are good. That brand's really good.
yeah, it's tomato sauce though, and I like jarred tomato, but this is what was on sale for 99 cents. So I went for it.
So do you grocery shop? Can you grocery shop still?
I haven't tried because every time I do, there's a massive line. It's like an hour-long line, and it was raining this weekend, so I didn't really want to stand in the rain for an hour.
What are you doing? Like you just have food left over that you're using, or what?
Yeah, I kind of every week since February, since it started, kind of was getting more, pantry staples and freezer staples, just a little bit at a time. And it's lasted me. I mean, it's lasted me 3 weeks. I probably have another week left, and then I'll need to go to the store. But I'm trying to be not panicky over consuming. But definitely trying to make use of everything I have. I'm kind of at the point where I'm getting bored of what I have. I'm like, oh, does everybody want to see my like lentil meal again? I don't probably not.
Oh, well, I guess I heard you say you don't like salad, but I do have a really great. Have you had the shumami from Sweet Green? Have you heard of it? It's got this like Asian vinaigrette on top.
You know, I will say I will eat everything as long as it tastes really good.
So I've got a recipe. You need mirin though. Do you have mirin?
Oh yeah, I have mirin.
Okay. I can send you the recipe. It was someone on Goop, I think, like got Sweet Green to share the recipe for their salad dressing, and it's so good. It's like it's an Asian vinaigrette with chicken, and I guess with mirin, I guess that's the secret to it. It's really good.
Yeah, wine, any kind of wine adds acidity, and acidity is kind of like, you know, salt, acid, fat, heat. Those are what's going to create flavor. So I was going to show you what my sauce is looking like. Can you all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for the splashes. This is real life. Cooking is messy. But you can see I kind of chopped up the onion. Your sauces will look different. It'll be like a little chunkier with the tomato, which is really nice. But I don't mind this. I might also blend it up.
I think I'll probably blend a little bit more, but wait for it to get.
Ooh, that looks great, Sharon. Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself. I like really had to break it up. I could have kept it in pieces.
You know, this is your recipe, ultimately. Like, do what brings you joy. Brian, how is yours looking?
Let me show you. I don't know. I have to break it up too because I don't have the patience to wait.
Oh, nice. Let me see. Nice.
It's pretty close. You said you talked about salt. I didn't hear where do I put salt. You're gonna tell me.
Oh, okay. So you had fresh tomatoes.
Yeah.
And was your butter salted?
Yeah, it was.
So I would just take a taste. It might be salty enough. If not, you know, salt it to taste.
Okay, but not for the pasta, right? You see when.
Oh yeah, you definitely want to salt the pasta water.
Okay, after it boils, right?
After it boils. But yeah, I mean, keep in mind, I think people forget that salt blooms with heat. So always start just with like a small pinch and give it a few minutes to kind of stir it, give it a few minutes to melt in the sauce, and then try the sauce.
What, am I adding any seasonings to the sauce other than potentially salt?
No, this is how simple this is. You can, I mean, if you like spicy, you totally could put cracked black pepper in here or chili flakes. Like I said, the recipe itself, yeah, there you go. You like spicy, huh? Yeah.
A little bit. Like, I won't try to like talk to a Thai person and say I like spicy stuff, but I like a little heat.
Yeah, I love heat too, but sometimes, I don't know, I feel like, do y'all feel this way as you get older? Certain things are like,
yeah,
you struggle with?
It does, yeah, it doesn't, if I do too much, I will not feel well.
Brian and Krishna, do y'all like spicy foods? This is not.
Yeah, we do a lot. So this is how mine looks like. I don't know if it is okay.
Show what's happening.
We don't see it.
Yeah,
oh, hold on.
Yet.
Do you?
Okay, can you see now?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah. So like I mentioned,
And the pasta also on the other side.
Oh, nice. Is the pasta done?
I'm not yet. I think it's almost.
So one thing you want to be aware of is, you don't cook pasta like rice. You want a lot of water on that pasta. So.
Oh, okay. I'll add some.
If you add, that'll lower the temperature, but check it out, see how it's doing.
Anna, what's your take on adding sugar or a sweetness to the sauce?
So usually the onion should take care of that. And if you're finding that it's not sweet enough, is that what you're finding? It's not sweet
No,
enough.
I never find that. I just like in recipes when they tell me to add sugar to a sauce like this, I usually just ignore it.
Yeah, I would say the onion takes care of the sweetness, and even more so if you end up blending it, because onions themselves, when cooked, they release a lot of sugar.
Yeah, sugar. Okay, perfect. That's good to know. I will keep avoiding it when they tell me to do that in recipes.
So if I just, sorry, quick question. So if I just cut the pasta and it is, how do I know it is perfectly cooked? Just cut it, and then if it is good, it cuts easily, then you're good.
Yeah, it did. So you tasted it? You took out a noodle and tasted and tried it? Yeah, I'd say you want it to have like some texture, but if you bite into it and there's no like white part, then you know it's done. And I would strain it, and I would rinse it with cold water because the sauce isn't fully done yet, and you want to help the cooking process.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Brian, how's your sauce? Oh, and then Krishna, I wanted to add, because when you use fresh tomatoes, if you didn't take out the seeds, you know, the gelatinous seedy part, it will get more liquidy like that, and that's okay. You can just add some tomato paste.
Okay.
I like add a tablespoon at a time until it gets like a more saucy consistency.
Okay, sure.
Brian,
I don't know. Looks completely.
Yeah, it looks great. Yours looks pretty thick.
Which one? The sauce, right?
Sauce, which is fine. Did you reserve any of your cooking water by chance?
Well, off the pasta, it's still cooking, so I have.
Oh, pasta's still cooking. You could even use like a little, like a either glass measuring cup with a, or that. Yep. Take some of that, just a little bit of the water.
Okay.
And you can add it just a little bit. Start with a little bit at first and stir it.
Okay, got it.
And get it to that like saucy texture.
Got it. Okay. Okay, let me try.
This is so great.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
We have 4 completely different tomato sauces.
Yeah.
And everybody's troubleshooting.
If I had put like whole garlic cloves in here, how do you think that would have worked?
Are they cooked?
No.
If you want to do that, chop them up, and in a separate saucepan, put some of that earth balance and saute it, and then add it.
I'm very tempted to do that. I know you were keeping this very simple intentionally for us.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is like the most basic. It's 3-ingredient tomato sauce. It's supposed to be like super, super simple. This one doesn't call. This is Marcella Hazan, just for y'all to get a little background. She's kind of like the Julia Child of home Italian cooking in America. And so one of my mom's friends actually knew her personally, and she said she'd always joke because people were like, oh, can I add this or add that? And she's like, sure, but then it's not the recipe.
I agree. When people comment like 50 things that they did differently, I'm like, you didn't make the recipe, but please don't review it.
It's fine, because it's yours and it's your flavor, and ultimately, like, you want to be happy. If you like spicy, make it spicy. If you want it garlicky, make it garlicky. All right, so I want to be mindful of the time. It is 6. So how's everybody doing on their pasta and on their sauce? Is it looking complete? Because it should be complete by now.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
And how's your pasta? Did everybody try their pasta?
I'm waiting on mine until Doug gets back.
Yeah, mine's done.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drop off. Enjoy your pasta. Thank you so much.
Bye, see you.
Hopefully we'll do this again.
I'll send you my list of recipes that I make, and they are not complicated.
Awesome.
So, y'all, I like to, when I actually toss the sauce, I like to keep the pasta in that larger pan and then add the sauce a little bit at a time. That way you can coat it to your liking and you don't like overcoat. I don't know if y'all can see this. Can y'all see?
That's the pasta bowl. You're putting the sauce in the pasta. Do you warm it up?
So I drained the pasta, I put it back in its back, and then I added the sauce to it to coat it perfectly. So I still have some sauce left, and I'll keep that for another night. This is what I have for tonight.
Cool. Thank you.
What's everybody else?
Take a picture of
thank you.
the finished product.
Nice.
Take maybe 10 minutes more.
10 minutes more?
Hey, thanks for your help, Anna.
I want to see your
Check
picture.
questions.
So when you're done, take a picture of the plate of pasta and put it in that Slack channel so everyone can see.
Sure. Definitely. Thank you.
So much.
Thanks, everybody. See you next
Thank you.
time.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.